Hello, dear Aries. Welcome to your Twin Flame Love Journey, May 2019 Tarot Card reading. I'm so happy to be here with you this evening. I'm telling you, these readings, you're the last one I'm doing this month. These readings have been so rewarding, you know, just for me as well. If you are an Aries sun sign, please be sure to check out your moon sign, rising sign, and Venus readings if this reading does not resonate with you, or if you just want to gain more insight depending on your sun's or your astrological positionings. Okay, but I'm happy to be here. I am officially launching my site. It's actually already active. It's www.twinflamelovejourney.com, and but I have a lot of updates to do, but you feel free to wander over there and check it out. Please feel free to leave any feedback. And while we're on the subject, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you are in the know when your June reading comes out next month, okay? All right, and it can even come out like near the end of May, because I'm going to do these a lot sooner than I did those. Than I did this month. With that being said, I apologize for being late. We're already well into May. We're still at the very beginning stages, so I'm seeking information in terms of the energies that are presently existing. Energies involving the divine masculine, the divine feminine energies, as well as evolving energies, or your headliners, your news headliners, you know, moving into this month. Okay, so let's get started. I've been shuffling, and dear Spirit, please show me the present energy for Aries moving into the month of May 2019. Please give me insight for the Twin Flame Collective Aries, present energies moving into May. And we have the King of Water, healing. Okay. Dear Spirit, give me the headliner for my dear divine masculine, Aries, Twin Flames, moving into the month of May 2019. Please show me the energies involving the divine masculine. Going with the flow, the Ace of Water. All right. Moving along here. Dear Divine Spirit, please show me the energies as it pertains to the dear divine feminine aspects, who are Aries, moving into May 2019. Please give me insight, dear Spirit. Awareness. Awareness. Okay. Dear Spirit, please give me insight on the evolving energies that will come into play this month for my dear Aries here in May 2019. Give me insight, dear Spirit, for my Aries. The Knight of Water. Excuse me. The Page of Water. This is understanding. All right. More evolving energies for my dear Aries moving into the month of May, here in May 2019. What evolving energies should we pay attention to for my dear Aries? This just jumped out. Whoa. We're going to just take it because I mean, literally, it was freaky how that flipped out. Change. It wasn't upside down. Change. Change. The Wheel of Fortunes have come to center stage, dear Aries. Okay. One more evolving energy for my dear Aries here in May. Please show me, Divine Spirit, the evolving energies for my dear Aries here in May. Flowering. This is the Queen of Rainbows energy. Okay. All right, dear Aries. Let's get started, okay? I want to turn this around. I'm being a little bit particular, I think. Your first card is the King of Waters energies, which would be equivalent to the King of Cups, okay? All right, so this is very interesting, all right? You notice that there's a figure here that has a lotus flower on his chest, okay? It's because maybe he's gone through a hard time, all right? And he's ready. He's at that place of healing, all right? Or she. However this resonates with you, okay? This Zen master that's in this card has harnessed the energy of fire, all right? And is able to use it, all right, for healing, all right? It's a reminder that you have to take a deep breath. Whatever you've gone through, you're healing from it, okay? There's a lot going on, but you're not only healing physically from it, you're healing mind and soul as well. Your heart's chakras are opening, all right? You're open. There's an openness with the King of Waters, all right? This could also indicate a healing within the divine masculine aspect as well. If it's not you that's gone through a bad, trying period in your life, there could be somebody that you know that has gone through this period of time. And so there's a lot of healing vibes through all the chakras, okay? And not only are you being healed from within, you have your guides there that are protecting you, that are guiding you, that are helping to heal you. Okay, so we're going to clarify the King of Waters for you, dear Aries, okay? What is this healing about coming into May? There's some healing aspect that occurred. There's some healing experience that occurred. There's some healing interaction. Maybe you had also sought healing from a guide, you know, in this life, whether it be a physician, it could be a counselor, it could be a spiritual counselor. Nonetheless, this is about emotional healing. So please clarify, dear Spirit, for my dear Aries. What's this healing about for Aries here in May, moving into the beginning of May 2019? Like, please clarify, dear Spirit, for my dear Aries. Oh, so then you had a choice to make. Wow. Okay. So this healing is based on a decision you made, okay? This decision didn't come, you know, overnight. This is something that you've probably been pondering. I don't know if you see that pendulum, but there's two different sides that have been pulling one way or the other with you. So whatever the decision was, it wasn't an easy decision that you had to make, okay? But you've made it, it seems like. And this isn't something that has a lot of gray areas, because the truth is evident. You discovered the truth, and based on this truth, you made a decision, all right? And you began the process of healing as a result of making this decision, all right? So let's clarify the Two of Air. Please tell us more, dear Spirit, about this decision and healing for my dear Aries moving into May 2019. Please give us more insight, dear Spirit. What is this Two of Air about, dear Spirit? Please clarify. And I have the Hierophant. So this decision had to do with an institution, all right? A male aspect, all right? And what this card shows me is that no matter what that decision was, this could be a corporation. This could be any type of institution. It could be the prison institution. It could be the corporation. It could be the institution of marriage. It could be any of those aspects. However, what this shows me is that the divine has inserted itself into helping you realize the outcomes that are meant to be had in this situation. But first, a decision had to be made, okay? And even though you were pulling one way or the other with the pendulum, the truth came out and the decision has become concrete. And as a result, you're going through a phase of healing in your life. Mind, body, and soul, you're healing because there were so many. This tells me that this emotional decision had everything to do also with societal norms, which you would think that others would want for you in this life, okay? And as a result, you know, you have this half of this animal on this Hierophant being the beast and half being man, because, you know, he's got to seek balance in all of his enterprises, All right? He has to seek balance in all of his enterprises, and now this institution has stepped in to force a choice that has been made or will be made in order for you to start your true healing process. And that's reflecting within. That's accepting that cup of love from the divine. Okay? So, moving right along, dear Aries, we have the Ace of Waters going with the flow. This is the divine masculine aspect. You know, the divine and masculine, he just wants to go with the flow. He wants to stay in tune with the divine rhythms and movements and flows. You know, and he's no longer fighting against the current. The divine masculine wants to live in his truth. He wants emotional stability based on what divinity has in store for him, based on his purpose, okay? So we're going to clarify this Ace of Waters for the divine masculine. Please tell us more, dear Spirit. What does this going with the flow for the divine masculine mean for my dear Aries? Moving into the month of May 2019. Please show me. What is this about? What is this about, going with the flow with the divine masculine? And we have the World. So the divine masculine is going with the flow because he wants the world. Why did this song come in my mind? We are the champions. We are the champions. All right. It looks like this lady, she's sitting here. She's being observed. She has a lot of guides watching her, right? He realizes that he has to end a cycle so that he can have the world, because that's what he wants. He knows that he has other things to do. All right? And in order to have the world, he has to end something in his life. And that's the energy that the divine masculine is exuding. So let's clarify the world. We are the champions. That means we make our own choices in life, right? So that's what I'm feeling from the divine masculine. He's like, I'm a champion. I go with the flow. I'm going to do my thing because I am not going to limit myself. No limitation. All right? And people are observing in awe. Like, really? You know? As he goes with the flow, the world is watching. That's how he feels maybe this month. All right. So let's clarify the world. The Two of Wands. All right. So, you know, this tells me that the divine masculine, we're looking at this all together, you know. He's going with the divine. He's making his choice. He's choosing the world. But nonetheless, the Two of Wands shows that this is a choice. He had a choice. He may have deliberated for a time. He still has a shadow behind him following him. Passionately, he holds his two torches as he looks out. Maybe even with his knees shaking. But he's ready to make a decision this month in regards to some passionate aspect within his life. And this choice is a passionate decision. It's something that's from his soul. Okay? And as a result of this, or the inspiration of this, is the world. Is the world. He understands his worth. He understands his connectedness with all. All right? So the divine masculine finds himself at a crossroads, but what this tells me is that he chooses the world. He chooses his freedom. He chooses to end those things that no longer serve him, and he chooses to step into his greatness. And that's why We Are the Champion came to mind before I even pulled the Two of Wands. Okay? So that's very interesting, dear Aries. You know, you guys are not going to be short of, there's no shortness to the miracles that you have coming into your life this month, okay? And I find it interesting going into this awareness phase, which is the Divine Feminine's card. Now, the Divine Feminine is becoming more aware about something. Perhaps it's something that happened or she was unsure of. And all of a sudden, like, this light is shown upon the situation. And she's able to see clearly what's been going on or what's happening. All right? Somehow it seems like the divine feminine may have been living in somewhat of an illusion, okay? Maybe she thought she had control of something that she really didn't have control over at all, you know? And what this is showing me is that a result of this awareness is that the divine feminine is stepping out, and she's like, I am no longer living in my shadow. I'm going to face my truth. I see a lot of truth coming out in this card for you, dear Aries, all right? You're going to face your truth because you have no choice but to do so. You're going to let yourself settle and remember that deep inside you, you are just a witness to what's happening. Sometimes we feel like we're robots in this world, okay? A channel is not, but then comes a day when we observe ourselves. We literally can close our eyes and we can see how much we move per approval. We move per what we think others think we should do in this life. And we're not being true to ourselves. And when we lose our authenticity, eventually that veil gets cut. And the true awareness comes out, okay? So, you know, right now this is telling me that a channel is now opening for you, dear divine feminine Aries, okay? You're going to become more detached, and a new awareness is upon you. You have a new realization. Some illusion has been dismantled, okay? And as a result of this unveiling of this illusion is going to be in a new awareness and a new you. So this is a turning point. This indicates a turning point. And this is also a very much a major arcana card in the Osho Zen Tarot, okay? I just want you to know that as well. All right? So this is going to be a major realization, all right, in your life this month, okay? So let's see what this awareness is about. The veil's being torn down. You know, no more illusion. The truth of a situation is coming out as you're healing, coming into this month because you made a decision, all right, in regards to some institution in your life. And now, as a result of that decision, you're becoming more aware, or you have become more aware, okay? But let's clarify awareness for my dear divine feminine Aries here in May 2019. Let's clarify, dear spirit. Please clarify. And I have the path. So what this tells me is that whenever this illusion is torn down, it's going to send you on a new path. This path is going to be one of self-reflection. All right? This card, the path, is another major arcana card. So this to me would indicate a shocking event. All right? You thought you had it all figured out. All right? However, a result of this new awareness is going to be like, okay, I need to find my path, because obviously the way I've been seeing things previously aren't the way that they are. And now it's time for me to do a self-reflection. So I have to take a long walk within, perhaps, just to meet with spirit. Because listen, the path is about aloneness. It's not about loneliness. It's about self-imposed isolation in order to gain perspective, in order to gain new insight on your paths ahead. Okay? But we're going to shed more light on the path. So we have the divine feminine Aries. She's gained a new awareness about the reality of situations. And as a result, a new path has lit up, which requires her aloneness in order to reflect and embark on this new path ahead. But please clarify, dear spirit, for the divine feminine Aries moving into May. Like, what is this path about for my dear divine feminines? The sun. What? Okay. All right, Aries. Because the sun is shining again. The sun always comes out, no matter after the rain, after the storm. It's because you want to seek happiness, okay? You understand that all the happiness that you thought you knew was superficial, because it was not authentic, all right? In some instances, in other instances, it was other people who may have deceived you. And you understand that you have to accept the truth of whatever the situation is, because you want your sun to come back out. Because you know you deserve it. Because you know you're beautiful, okay? And you deserve for the sun to come back out. And this angel's here with the harp just waiting. Where are you? Are you here? Walking towards the sun. You know, that's the way. You know? Walking towards the sun, 'cause baby, it's not over yet. That's what you're going to be feeling. So no matter what trials or what realization or what awareness comes within your sphere or on your timeline, you know that the sun's going to come up again. That's your motivation, because you don't only want to walk towards the sun, you want to be the sun. But you know that it comes through this new awareness that you are realizing this month, okay? Okay. So let's move on. Okay, let's see what else is happening with the evolving energy. We have the Page of Waters, understanding. Now, as you can see, this particular rendition of the Page of Waters, this bird is in a cage, okay? And as you can see, the bars on the cage are disappearing. And the bird's looking out, but the bird kind of doesn't realize, like, those bars are gone. Like, literally, you can fly from behind those bars if you want to. All right? Instead, he's kind of just gazing out because he sees emotional fulfillment. All right? He or she. I don't know why I say he. There's no door here, though. You know, and the bars are really an illusion. This bird is free. And you cannot allow the bars, or what you perceive in your mind as the bars in life, you can't allow them to limit you. You need to spread your wings and be free. Don't hold on to things that have passed their expiration date, in other words, okay? This is the Page of Cups energy, all right? This is also about communication. Be free in your communication. Don't hold back, but do so from your heart. Speak emotionally what it is you feel, dear Aries, okay? Sometimes as fire signs, and I'm a Leo, we can try to bottle up what we have to say, but when it comes from the heart, it's okay. Don't let it come from anger, but let it come from the heart. You don't have to impose yourself or seclude yourself to a prison. You are free to be true to your spirit, your heart and soul. But we're going to clarify the Page of Waters. What's this about? Oh, and by the way, let me point this out as well. You see those birds? They're waiting on you. They're looking at you and they're like, why are you sitting there? Why are you holding on to something that's outdated? Okay? Come join us. Come join us, dear friend. That's what I see in this card. Come join us. Why are you sitting there? Those days are past, hon. This is about evolution, right? So let's clarify understanding for my dear Aries, moving into May 2019. Please clarify, dear Spirit, for my lovely Aries in the month of May 2019. And we have the Six of Water, okay? So there's something in the past that you don't want to let go of, okay? You don't. You simply don't want to let go of it because it made you feel comfortable. There was some emotional fulfillment attached to it. And now, you know, you're being encouraged to express your feelings and thoughts, allowing for self-understanding and clear communication. There's no need to manipulate a situation, all right? All right? Something from your past you need to communicate clearly about, all right? So that you have an understanding, so that you reach this place of healing or continue healing, all right, on your healing journey. This could also mean that some of my twins are actually so attached to the past they cannot let go, okay? Nonetheless, you know, it's about standing still sometimes, all right? Understanding that you are already free, all right? You don't have to stay in this place of biting your tongue, right? You can allow understanding. There is some lesson to be learned out of whatever the situation is that occurred in your life. But we're going to shed more light on this situation, okay? This evolving energy, tell us more, dear Spirit, about the Six of Waters. What is this about, dear Spirit, for my dear Aries here in May 2019? Tell us more, dear Spirit. What is this about? This understanding. I mean, this Six of Waters energy, this feeling entrapped to the past. What is this about, dear Spirit? Please show me. Okay, so this person thought that they gave their all to a particular situation, all right? They feel like they gave their all, and as a result, you know, because they gave their all and weren't true to themselves, they messed up the communication because they weren't true to themselves, okay? They weren't true. They gave their all, but this person maybe wasn't searching for whatever depiction you were sharing. Maybe this person wanted your authentic self. Or it could be that you were dealing with a person who wasn't authentic and you gave your all. And as a result, you're still trapped in that vision of what you think it should be. And so, you know, what you're needing is clear understanding. And in order to reach clear understanding, there has to be clear communication, okay? Another energy I picked up was change. This card is equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune. And just like time moves along, so does the Wheel of Fortune, okay? This applies across the board. I don't care what your sign is. You know, this is the wheel of the year, okay? Change is in the air. Where, you know, things are misaligned or imbalanced, the Wheel of Fortune is here to put them back in balance, all right? This is a major arcana card, so it's going to be a major theme in your life. But remember, this is what you seek. The Sun, dear Divine Feminine, the path. And in order to reach that place from a place of confusion, you have to endure change. The World, Divine Masculine, Aries. All right? You are the world. We are the champions. Okay? You got to stay in the flow. And the flow is all about the Wheel of Fortune. All right? So there's going to be some major changes. This could be in any aspect of your life, dear Aries, okay? This could be in regards to a relationship. This could be in regards to a career path. This could be in regards to a location. You could be moving, some of my dear Aries. Nonetheless, this change is going to be significant this month for you, dear Aries. So let's clarify change for Aries here in May 2019. Please clarify, dear Spirit, for Aries, this change here in May 2019, okay? And we have the Nine of Waters. Make a wish. Make a wish, dear Aries, because the universe is listening. Not only is the universe listening, but all of nature is listening. You are connected with everything, don't you know? All right? This talks about material and spiritual abundance. This change, perhaps, is happening within you. All right? This change, you're now focusing in on the change that's meant to happen for you. This is wish fulfillment. There's something that you want in this life, and it is abundantly present. However, you have to change your paths in order to achieve them. Now, it's not a matter of, oh, somebody did something wrong, now I'm going on the path of achievement. It is because finally you're being authentic to yourself. You're not only wishing well for others, you're wishing well for yourself as well. You might be the type of person who always wishes other people well, but don't really take that sentiment internally sometimes, you know? Like, you want to do well, but, you know, you just don't understand that you are already abundant. You have everything you need. You have all the tools. You have all the energies in your life, you know. But we're going to clarify the 9 of water, this wish card. Make a wish. This could also speak to overindulgence sometimes, okay? Nonetheless, this change is going to promise abundance for you this month, dear Aries, okay? So let's see. This change is very much necessary, and as a result of this change, you're going to become more abundant as a result. Please clarify the 9 of water, dear Spirit, for my dear Aries here in May 2019. Please clarify the 9 of water, dear Spirit, for my dear beautiful Aries. Okay? Let's see. Please clarify. All right. And I have the 3 of Cups. Okay? So some of my Aries definitely have, the full moon may have a significant, maybe a significant guidepost in your life right now. Nonetheless, let's take a closer look at this card. Okay? The 3 of Cups is about choices. Okay? Because something in your life has already been manifested, all right? And within this manifestation, you have a choice to make, all right? And as this lady stands on the log, she has many cups being offered to her. This, to me, as a clarification of the 9 of waters and with change. This is what influences my interpretation of this particular card at this junction, is that you have a lot of choices to make. You kind of may feel like you don't really know what you want to do. Okay? There could also be a third-party situation that concerns you. All right? And because of this third-party situation, change has happened. And you're understanding that in order for you to be abundant, you have to go with the wheel of fortune. This could also mean that abundance comes in making the right decision, you think. And so many of your decisions this month are going to be based on your wishes being fulfilled. All right? And it just seems like, to me, there's a sense of not knowing where to go. However, you have your guardian angel there that's guiding you along. So no matter what cups are being offered to you, you're listening to your angel this month, and as a result, you can start seeing the first fruits of your manifestation, all right? Your clear communication, all right? Because this goes back to healing. This is very much a healing card, all right? So much healing going on. You know, there's so much spiritual abundance to be harvested. But you have to go with the will of change, and you have to trust God, your spirit, the universe, and not what other people tell you you should do. That's what this card reminds me of as a clarification, okay? And then last but not least, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This woman, she has it together, let me tell you, okay? This lady, she's sitting in the middle of a lotus flower. She's not concerned about too much, you know, because she's put in a lot of work, and she's relishing in the abundance that surrounds her. I mean, emotional, physical, spiritual fulfillment. That's what this card represents, okay? You know, you might feel like a garden of flowers right now. You might feel showered with blessings from everywhere. Welcome the bees. Invite the birds to drink your nectar, dear Aries. Spread your joy around for all to share. This card is a reminder that you are super blessed, dear divine feminines, divine masculines. You could be a divine masculine who has a mate like this, right? Or you could be this mate, this person, all right? There's some abundant aspect that's going to come in, and you're going to see signs throughout your month that you are truly blessed. Blessings, you will be reminded of the blessings that are all around you, all right? You're flowering. You're becoming the person that you're meant to be this month, dear Aries, okay? Please clarify flowering for my dear divine feminine, Aries, twin flames. Here in May, please clarify, dear Spirit. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles for my dear Aries. And I have the 3 of air. Well, this is interesting dynamic, okay? You see this lady, she's looking into a little, like, a little ball, right? It's as if she's trying to discern what her best decision should be, all right? She's beginning to see things from a different point of view. She's beginning to see the truth of a situation. And as a result of seeing the truth of a situation, she's becoming more abundant. She's releasing, and she's becoming more true to herself. She's becoming more stable, all right? But first, she had to face the truth of whatever situation is happening in her life, all right? But we're going to clarify it further and try to get a more physical take on this whole Three of Air scenario. The Three of Air is also equivalent to the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, okay? So, you know, even though this is a different rendition of the Three of Air, I'm still strongly encouraged to think that the reason this lady is seeking truth is because somehow she's been heartbroken, or something that she really wanted to materialize didn't materialize, but she's understanding that she's flowering in a different way because the wheel of fortune has come in and changed direction for her. She's facing her truth, and now she's flowering, okay? But we're going to clarify the Three of Air for my dear Divine Feminine Aries and Divine Masculine Aries. Moving into May here. Please clarify the Three of Air, dear Spirit. What's this about, this Three of Air? This change. This change. Please clarify. And I have the Five of Swords. So this tells me that, you know, this flowering is a result of facing your truth, okay? And putting your swords down, all right? There is no need to fight because this angel has come to you today, dear Aries, to tell you that I hold all the swords, right? There's nothing more powerful than you, all right? When you live in love, when you walk in love. I'm holding these swords and I can give you the sword of victory, but you have to choose to be true to yourself, all right? You have to understand that you are not locked in a cage, all right? This battle you're fighting is long over. You're still fighting a battle that's over, dear Aries, okay? You're fighting a battle that's over. But you had to face the truth. And as a result, you begin flowering. This is who you're meant to be. This is who you are. But, you know, this reminds me of, like, sometimes when we get stuck in the past. This is what this shows me here. We get stuck in the past. We try to make things about what we think they should be, not based on our authenticity. And the whole time our angels are showing us, like, hey, I'm here. You don't have to go with what people tell you you should do. As a matter of fact, I'm taking these swords away from you because you already have the strength and the power to manifest what it is that you're supposed to at this juncture in your life, because, dear Aries, you are the queen of rainbows. You are stable. You have that in you already. You don't have to be sidetracked, all right? Dear Divine Masculine, you can just go with the flow, all right? Because you are the champion. You are the world, okay? And you know, usually I don't do this, but I don't know. I was thinking about pulling one more card from another deck because I just want to get more insight on this Queen of Rainbows and this Five of Swords energy. Like, let's clarify the Five of Swords. The angel's holding the Five of Swords. This could speak to conflict. Looking in a crystal ball, trying to figure out the truth. And now you see the truth. You're not even trying to figure it out anymore. And now, you know, you have this conflict coming up, but the angel has the swords. And the angel's already got it figured out. He's just trying to get you to see and understand, you know, what's happening. Please clarify the Five of Swords, dear angel. Dear Spirit, clarify the Five of Swords for my dear Aries here in May 2019. And I have the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is about, okay, put the swords down. There's a lot of intellectual battling going on. Okay. Intellectual battling. It seems like maybe some of my twin flames may have felt like they had their heart broken in the past. They've been fighting a battle. This particular rendition of the Five of Swords is like, okay, it's time to lay the swords down. You've been fighting long enough. And the Hangman energy is reminding my dear twins that you have to connect with the universe. You have to connect with all there is, okay? Because this battle is not yours, okay? This is about bonding. That's where you find your magic. You find your magic by connecting with the universe. And that's what this truth card was about. And that's what this flowering is about. It's about understanding your beauty. All right, these are the beauty cards, the Hangman and the flowering. All right, you saw the truth. And now you're putting your swords down. So it looks like that if any of you guys were fighting a battle, you've come to that place of putting your swords down because you understand that you cannot reach your full flowering potential holding on to the swords. You have to tune in and connect with the divine and the universe. You have to let go of the past because your wishes, they are something. They're substantial. They're going to come true. But you got to let go of the past. You have to embrace the wheel of fortune. You have to understand that you are not caged. You're not caged, and we can't cage other people. Like, everybody has free will, right? As you walk down your path, dear Aries, you're going to reach the end. You're going to reach the light at the end of the tunnel, or your sun. Because now you've gained a new awareness, all right? Dear masculine, you're going with the flow, all right? And as you glow with the flow, you understand that you are the champion of your life. Nobody can take that away from you. You are the champion. I love that song. That song just came to me during your reading, dear Aries, okay? You're the champion, okay? You've gone into the month healing because you felt like you made a decision in regards to an institution, a religious institution, a corporate institution, a civil institution, a marriage institution. You've made a decision and you've begun the process of healing. So that's all I have for you this month in May, dear Aries. I hope you enjoyed your reading and you take the messages that resonate with you. I'm going to now pull a card from the oracle deck because I want to see what other messages Spirit has for you this month. Art through the eye of the soul oracle is what I'll be pulling from for you, dear Aries. So let's see. Let's see. All right. A new door is opening. Step over the threshold. Okay. All right. So this further confirms the changed here. Okay. There's a new chapter waiting to open. There's a new awareness waiting to happen. Okay, dear Aries. And you have to step through the threshold and actually acknowledge your truth of any situation. This can apply to any aspect of your life, okay? All right? You've offered it all, but how about offering it all to yourself, all right? You are the world. Step over that threshold. No more limitations, okay, dear Divine Masculine? Go with the flow. Step over the threshold. That's your central meaning of your reading this month, dear Aries, okay? All right, so I want to thank you guys for joining me here. I'm not finished yet. I just want to remind you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be aware of your future readings when they come out. And I will be doing these star sign readings monthly, but I will also put out readings as Spirit moves me throughout the month, you know, in regards to the twin flame love journey. So be sure to subscribe. I would also love to hear any feedback you have. I'd like to know, how these readings resonate with you if you find the time. So now I'm going to pull the Rumi Oracle. Next month I'll be doing the Rumi Oracle separate, because what I do is I read from the Elena Fairchild Rumi Oracle Guidebook directly. This fell out, so I'm going to go with this. Because I just think that the Rumi Oracle is so beautiful. And I don't want to mince any words with you guys. I want to share the whole content with you. This is card number 36, Passion of the Wild Red Mother. This is number 9. Something has almost come to completion for you, dear Aries, okay? There's something that's coming to completion in your life, okay? This could be in any aspect of your life. So, let's see. Let's read. Let's see what the guidebook has to say, all right? And these cards are absolutely beautiful. Very abstract, but very beautiful. All right. Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. Rumi. Bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason, and your passion, the passion that makes you crazy and shows all logical restraint from your mind. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans, and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. When my beautiful goats die, I make drums from their skins, and their spirits live on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and put them in my hair. Come drum with me as I place feathers in your hair, and we honor the spirits of my animals, of your animal nature too, wild and free as you are in truth. Stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame, and fear. Do you think I give a damn for any of their silly games? Those games of reason and logic? Of course you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense. But I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. You, O blazing angel, are being invited by the Wild Red Mother to participate in a dance of divine passion. You may be an activist, a poet, an advocate for justice, or a writer, content in your own world of dreams. Or perhaps you are a healer, devoted to the liberation of the suffering of others and hungry to commune with ancient wisdom. Perhaps you are all of these, or some other exquisite amalgam of holy energy and form. Whatever your nature, there is passion in your heart, a fire for something more powerful than fear that can become the fuel for your life journey, if you accept the invitation of the Wild Red Mother, of course. This is the invitation to lay aside despair, to lay aside doubt in the capacity of the human heart, even your frustration and impatience. It is time to quit whipping yourself and others, no matter how noble the intention behind the whip may be, and start dancing instead. Will you join her, the Wild Red Mother, in her exuberant play? You can choose to lead through joy, to heal through love, to transform suffering into what it is meant to be, the crucible through which ecstasy reveals itself. You do not have to analyze to stay in the throes of process in ordered stages. You can just choose this passionate path now, if you wish, dear Aries. You are ready. It is open to you. Will you accept? It takes a great spirit, one with much practice and steady rebellion, to be ready to cast off the shackles of society from a place of loving defiance rather than fearful anger. And to playfully say to the world, I have tasted your stale bread and underdeveloped wine and have had quite enough now. I decline your offer to gorge upon such lesser fruits. I prefer to feast upon bread hot and fresh and wine that is mouth-filling and unctuous. Join me if you like. It is an abundant feast and there is plenty for all. Even in the spiritually minded, there can be a driving fear, thinly veiled as devotion to the most arduous path. Perhaps for a while that serves as a truth of sorts, But eventually there will come a time when smaller truths must give way to larger ones so the soul can truly be free and grow. Isn't that interesting? Remember divine feminine awareness. Larger truths. Okay? Passion is the bridge that leads you from a smaller truth that suffering is necessary in order to heal towards a larger and more luscious experience of life as a divine embrace. Yes, sometimes the divine lover, in all enthusiasm for the sport, bites you too hard or grabs you with so much desire that a bruise remains. However, the passion behind such fervent embrace can leave you begging for more life, for more of that boundless love, even when it knocks you on the head whilst grabbing for you. This is possible when you give up on judgment of what is good and what is bad, on what is apparently spiritual and what is not, and when you just realize everything in your life is leading to love. Whether through caress or a slap, the divine lover is seducing you. If you can accept this, you can certainly give yourself permission to love what you love, to live how you wish to live, and to forget about holding yourself back because some choices make sense and others supposedly do not. If you are able to rise to the passion that is possible for you, you'll let the wild red mother consume your philosophies and doctrines. She'll feast on your religion and your plans and devour your doubts and certainties. She'll tear away your need for maps and directions. Just when you think there's nothing left, she'll grab your hands and spin with you. You'll tilt back your head and laugh so wildly with her spinning together along with the earth upon its axis. With a daring and bold love for life that will not be squashed, that wild mother speaks to you now. You can choose passion over fear, dear Aries, time and time again. So I invite you to paint the whole world red with me with passionate nature. Let us laugh and change the world. This oracle comes to you with a message. It is a big cosmic yes. It is also an invitation to let go of suffering and struggle, not with regret or shame, but with gentle acknowledgement that it has had its purpose. It now has a bigger purpose, that of passion, which calls you to engage in the embrace of life with more abandon than ever before. Now is the time to let go of belief systems and needing to know anything. It is time to trust in the beating of your own heart and in the people, places, and experiences that truly move you, whether it makes sense or appears to be logical or not. The wild red mother comes to you when you are ready for her at a soul level, dear Aries. Your mind may think she is a thief in the night, ready to pilfer all you hold near and dear, but be utterly in terror at the prospect. But your soul will be gurgling with such anticipation of freedom, it will fill your heart with sweet love and urge you to let go. Let her have her way with you, even if it means she crashes into you in the dark as she fumbles and drags you half asleep to go out dancing with her under the full moon, wearing nothing but your animal skin and a smile. She'll soothe any bumps and bruises you receive in opening up to life with the most tender and effective of ministrations, for she is just a tender nurse, and she is a wild and raging dance partner. This oracle also brings you guidance. You have divine permission to do something ridiculous, be it ridiculous in your own mind for your age or career path, or some identity or version of yourself you or another hold. The more ridiculous or inappropriate it seems, the more it moves you from your heart without rhyme or reason, the better. This is not about hurting people or behaving without moral code. It is not about childish indulgence and questionable justification for letting the ego misbehave. It is not about the ego at all. The wild red mother eats ego for breakfast. This guidance is about listening to the truth of your heart, dear Aries, and allowing your soul to throb with aliveness, making that more important than any restriction, opinion, judgment, or fear the mind, yours or that of the others, could summon. And dear Aries, here is your sacred honoring ritual. I want you to place your hands open before you and say aloud, I call upon the passionate wild red mother who loves me without condition and the brother of my soul, Rumi. I ask for your guardianship onto the path of divine passion now. May I lead with my heart, dance in life without fear, and surrender into truth, singing with my soul, becoming a leader of the new way of love upon this sacred earth. It is safe for me to be in my wild divinity. It is the only safe and true way for me to thrive. I am blessed now in the wild red mother's unconditionally loving protection and grace. So be it. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual, dear Aries. It's a pleasure. It has been a pleasure. You know, remember, the major theme of your reading is to not resist the truth, okay? To resist the new awareness that's coming into your life, understanding that nothing is wrong really with what you've experienced and the changes that you're going to be going through this month. But everything is happening for a reason. It's to open the gateways that are much larger and that are more in tune with the flow, all right, with the universal flow, with your purpose, all right? And a part of that is healing, okay? And whatever institution that you may be involved in that may be manifesting the energies I speak of, understand that at the end of the day, you're going to flower, all right? You're going to flower. You're the Queen of Pentacles, all right? As long as you stay attuned to the divine, you stay attuned to manifestation, you understand that you are not caged in. That authenticity is the gateway indeed to your wish fulfillment, all right? Divine Masculine, you are the champion, all right? This is the doorway to your wish fulfillment, dear Aries, okay? All right? And, you know, when that new doorway opens up for you, you step over that threshold. Stop caging yourself in, all right? These are central themes on your meaning, in your reading, excuse me. I'm speaking too fast. There's going to be a choice to be made, but it's going to be definitely clear. You know, no more confusion in regards to that decision you have coming up. Yeah, you've worked hard. You may have a little bit of conflict, you know. But at the end of it all, everything that's happened, everything that will happen, everything that's happening is happening for a reason, all right? The key is to accept your truth, all right? Dear Aries, thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and I will see you next month in June. Much love and many blessings to you guys.